What's up everyone, TJ here. So today I'm going to be trying out the new Burton step-ons. It's been a few years since I tried these. There's been a couple upgrades since the last time I rode them, so stoked to give you guys some feedback. And actually out here with the ski doc today. He runs a mobile ski tune service here in Summit, so if you're in the area, make sure to hit him up. I'll have his info linked down in the description. But we're going to head in the van right now, get the binding set up on the Boss. All right, so we're gonna set the step-ons up on the Boss. And one thing about the step-ons is they run the reflex base plate from Burton. So you can mount these on a channel system and a regular snowboard. And one of the cool things with the reflex base plate is they actually flex in the middle. There's like a hinge point there. So you're supposed to get a more natural flex out of the snowboard. So we'll feel that out today as well. And the one downside with reflex is you don't get full adjustability width-wise. You're a little bit more limited there, but should still be pretty good. I'm gonna mount these up right at reference.
All right, we're 2 laps in on the step-ons, and I gotta say they definitely have a more responsive feel than the bindings I normally run, the Union Atlas. And the biggest thing with that is that you can just feel the edge activate sooner, like less input from my feet activate that edge. So that took a little bit of getting used to, but after 2 laps, I'm feeling pretty good on them. That first lap was a little bit squirrely, definitely had a bit of a learning curve there, but they feel good. Another thing, I can feel that edge activating from those toe clips, which is further back on the boot. So that's a bit of a different feeling as well. But so far they're feeling solid. I think we got a park set up here at Keystone now. We're gonna get some park laps going and see how they feel on some features. All right, midday update. Definitely feeling way more comfortable in these bindings now that I've had some time to get used to them. And I want to take a second to just address 2 of the biggest problems that I had. The first experience I had with these bindings, which was season 1, the first year they came out. One thing was there was a clicking noise on those toe hooks. There was a little bit of play in there, and that's been fixed. They've added like an extra piece on the toe of the binding now, so you're fully connected in there, no clicking noise. And also the lack of boot options, which you're still pretty much gonna have the best variety looking at Burton boots, but there are other brands like DC that make some boots for the step-ons now as well. So we're starting to get more variety out there. So you can really start to dial in that specific fit for your foot with boots now. Hopefully we'll start to see even more of that coming out with the step-ons, but honestly, I'm impressed. These feel pretty good, very responsive, and they're super light as well. So we're gonna get a few more laps in, and then I'll share some final thoughts here at the end of the day. right, so got a full day of riding in and had a really good experience with these bindings. I think the 3 biggest benefits you're gonna find in these is obviously they're super easy to use, they're really quick to get in and out of. They're also really light, just there's less material in the binding, so it's gonna lower that overall weight of your setup. And they're very responsive as well. So I'd say those are the 3 biggest highlights. And really the only negative thing I have to say about these is after a full day, I was out there for about 5 hours at Keystone. I did feel a little pressure point start to build up on my back foot, kind of in my ankle shin area, just because all the response into the snowboard is coming out of the boot since you don't have the straps. Not a huge deal, but something that I did feel towards the end of the day here. So I'd say these are going to be a good choice if you're the type of person that really values that quick entry and exit. That's probably the #1 factor when it comes to the Burton step-ons, and also okay with buying the binding boot combo. That's something you're obviously going to have to do with these bindings. I do also like to see that they fixed that toe clicking noise on this generation of the binding, so that's definitely a plus there as well. At the end of the day, these are pretty legit. They fixed all the problems I had with them in the past. They held up out there for carving. They held up at higher speeds. They felt good in the park. So if you're the type of person that values that efficiency, you don't want to bend down to strap up, consider the Burton step-ons. I'll have these linked down in the description, as well as a variety of boot options available for the bindings for you guys to check out if you want to read a little bit more about them. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you got some value. Subscribe to the channel for more snowboard reviews. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Later, guys.